We're gonna do some arm triangles, head and arm chokes, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna start on mount on Russell, and we're gonna talk about what I want. Now I've done this in a way where I am doing it. Oh no, that's right. Okay. What I want is to separate his arm away from his body. And anytime I can get his elbow level to his shoulder, that's a great deal. Typically, how this is done is like an over-under, and my arm is close to his rib, and I'm gonna walk my hand like, not Cousin It, the Thing from Addams Family, and keep, one thing that happens sometimes is he is weaker if I get to his elbow, so I can flare that out, but he can drive his arm inside now. So as I go out, I need this arm to also be coming in, so that's hard for him to get his hand inside. And once his elbow is above his shoulder, I'm gonna start riding my head down his tricep. That helps prevent also the answering the phone, which is he puts his hand on his ear and makes it harder to choke him. Not impossible, but harder. But I wanna keep his bicep now glued to his face with my head so that he can't answer the phone. My head is coming in until I can make attachment to his head. My arm here, my elbow is getting as tight to his neck as possible, and I'm trying to attach my head to the ground now. So I'm pushing his head in with my head. I'm pushing my head to the ground. And over here, it's really important I don't drive up. A lot of times people get into this position, they drive up into the chin, and that's not really a choke, that's just uncomfortable on his face. So there's several ways to finish this. You can finish it from mount with a S grip, elbow in tight, and what I'm trying to do is drop my shoulder to connect to my wrist, and there's a choke there. What I don't want to do is just squeeze. That doesn't do much. The other thing I don't want to do is drive up. I don't want to squeeze. I want to release and drop down into his neck with my shoulder. So that's just one setup here. Sometimes you'll find it really hard to get this finish from mount, and also he might be able to roll you because you don't have a post going that direction. So from here, I'm gonna windshield wiper off my far knee. Ooh. I'm gonna put my knee in his hip so it's hard for him to travel towards me. I'm gonna sprawl this leg down. Now again, there's a couple ways to finish this. I can go S grip, and that helps pull my elbow into his neck while I drive my head into his head, and then I drop my shoulder down, breathing out, trying to connect my head to the mat. I can also push this hand on the mat and finish this one-handed, driving myself into him. Either of those are fine options. You're a little purple. So I like this S grip because I have a long forearm, so it's nice to pull that in. But plenty of people with shorter arms than me really like to just plant on the mat and drive in. You'll also see people, I don't tend to do this, but people get away with it and like it, get this rear naked choke grip. I find this leads to a little too much squeezing, and I really like to be able to just keep laying down and keep laying down and not put a lot of effort into this choke. Two other places I like to set this choke up from is one is I have Russell's back, and if I have this harness and we've gotten to this side and he starts running away from me, I can reach across his body, and that gets his elbow again up past his shoulder, and I can turn around and go flat. Again, I like to put my knee in the hip, my other hip flat, pull that all in, get the same finish. It is a nice setup when it works. The last one I really like is from a sideline harness, or whatever you want to call this position. We're in this gift wrap position, and now a lot of times he's trying to pull his arm away from me here, and I can just let go of his hand and pull my arm through, connect my head to head, and lay him down. And we're in that same spot to get that finish. There's tons of other setups. Do want to show one more because it's fun. If I have him in side control, so I've got Russell in side control. Maybe he's framing on my head even, and I can post this elbow past me. I'm gonna get my head to the mat to trap that, and then we're gonna do a headstand and move to the other side. And now I can get right inside for that choke. And that's it. A bunch of setups, and we'll really work on the mechanics of that finish this week. how to not smash your partner's face, but how to get on the blood is important.